giant Muley Buck coming in right here. 205 to 235 score. And he looks pretty symmetrical. He's going to be like probably 228, 229. This might be my biggest typical mule deer buck on TimberGold trails. Wow. Just look at this thing. What a giant buck. I was just out here before filming for a mule deer video, and wow, I definitely need to put this in the beginning. So right now he should be within 20 meters. Wow, what a giant buck. I think I'm going to take this shot. Hi guys, welcome out to TimberGold Trails. Today I'm going to show you my mule deer spot. This is a spot where I've been able to narrow down to consistently kill big mule deer and even non-typicals just by doing the same kind of strategy over and over again. Alright, now I'm going to show you on the map. So my tent is here and the coordinates are -5556 for X and Y is 2056. So your tent doesn't have to be exactly here, but it's a pretty good location. So what you're going to want to do is start here and work your way towards this first stand. And then once you're in there for a little while, I'd try to spend at least 30 minutes minimum per each stand. I mean, obviously if there's action, I'll stay there longer. Sometimes I'll stay there up to 3 game hours, depending on how good the action is. And then from there, I'll work my way towards this stand, spend another 30 game minutes over here, another at least 30, and then finally I finish off over here at the stand. And from right here is a pretty good way to finish up the hunt. So this is why I call it the hook. Alright guys, so we just got to the first stand, and as you can tell it's still a little bit dark out. But that's alright, I like to start my hunts at 6 o'clock. Sometimes I even start at 5 o'clock, depending on what I feel. So this is what you can see. I'm pretty much right on the edge of the river here. And I can attract bucks that are on the opposite shore over here. So anything over there will call back, and anything all the way up to like here or here will call back, and they usually come in. So normally when I get in the stand, I usually give 1 grunt per every maybe like 5 minutes. But like 1 session of grunts. I'll grunt probably like 2 or 3 times. And then I wait 5 minutes, and then I'll do it again. There we go. We got a grunt now. Just like that. So he grunted right on my dot. And then once I do get a grunt from a buck, I think I give like 1 grunt per every 3 minutes, maybe. I can hear something walking, but I can't quite see it yet. There he is. Looks like a 120 buck. But we do have another grunt. I think I can see him a little bit. Yeah, he's not very big either. He's about the same size as this one actually. So I'm not too sure I want to take him yet. There might be a bigger one nearby. So you always want to be keeping an eye out by the river down here. Sometimes you can see big bucks just walking down the river. And a lot of times they don't even come into the call because they're kind of like ignoring the call. So I think we're gonna get out the camel pulser. And you can see my arrows are invisible right now. Alright, so we have 2 bucks here. And I think we're gonna take out this last one that just came in. That way when this buck spooks, he's gonna run towards the river, and there's nothing really over there to spook. Yeah, he's fine there. So hopefully I can drop this one. So I dropped him, and that buck there is running over that way. So he's fine. Because there's definitely going to be some more bucks coming in here. Well, just like that, we got another buck grunt. And he is right on the other side of the shore. If you look over there. So a lot of times if I get a grunt kind of far away like this, I'll hop down and go towards them about 10 or 20 steps and give another grunt. That way they can for sure hear the call. And then I'll get back in my tree stand. It's kind of hard to see over there. So a lot of times, especially now that it's dark out still, a lot of times you can't really see them until they get to this water crossing here. Alright guys, our buck just came in now. So he crossed all the way across the river. And he looks like a pretty medium-sized 160s buck. He's like a 150, 140, 150s. So I think he's by himself anyways. I just want to make sure there's no other bucks coming in. A lot of times they come in groups here. Wait till he comes underneath us. Yeah, I don't know why, but you can't see my arrows until they knock on for some reason. Alright, so we'll take a shot on him. Dropped him. So now we have 2 bucks down. And I'm sure there's plenty more around. Alright guys, so I heard something walking, and here you can see the first 120 buck is coming back in right now. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. He didn't even grunt at all. Just came walking right in. Yep, I think that's the same one. I have to check on the weight on that one to make sure it's not a different one, but I'm pretty sure it might be the same one. So I'll get my camel pulsar out with my invisible arrows here. Wait till he stops. Make a nice shot on him. Dropped him. Alright, so now we have 3 bucks down. Pretty good start to the hunt. Alright guys, we just got another grunt. Oh, he's right next to us too. Not far at all. And this is a new trail. So I'm curious to see what buck this is. Yeah, he came right to us and then grunted probably 40 meters away. Definitely an interesting sign. Normally they grunt far away and then come in and grunt again. But the fact that he came all the way in and then grunted makes you a little suspicious. Can't really see him though, he's right behind this pine tree. Oh, I hear something trotting. I can see the body of one, but I can't quite tell what it is. Oh, he stopped right behind that tree. And he is another little one. Yeah, it's kind of odd. Sometimes these bucks come in alone, and I've had times where they come in groups. But not any big groups, usually groups of up to like 4 or 5 different bucks in the same group. But you get a lot of solo bucks here, where they kind of come in by themselves. So we'll take him out. See if we can make a good shot on him. Yep, dropped him too. Alright, so I emptied out my first 5 set of arrows. And apparently I need to load some more up. Alright, so it's about 7:30 game time right now. So we've been here for almost an hour and a half. I'm probably going to give it another 20 game minutes and see if I get another grunt. And if I don't, then I'm going to head to the next stand. Well, that didn't take long. Only this is a doe coming in here. So we'll take her out and hopefully another buck comes. Hey, you can see my arrows now. Alright, let's make a good shot on her. Dropped her too. Alright guys, we just got another buck grunt. This buck is a little ways out there. So again, I'm going to take about 20 steps towards him and give a few grunts. Right about here. Now, you might think it sounds kind of funny, but that extra 10 steps makes a big difference. Sometimes a buck like that could be trotting, and it's just out of your render. Well, it's just inside your render, but it won't quite come in. And if you take 10 more steps, he'll come in. Alright, let's hop back up in our stand. So here you can actually see the stand is kind of on top of a hill, which is good because I can look down into this whole valley down here and the river. Here we have a nice little pile of bucks and a doe. Alright, so this is very interesting. This buck just grunted in the exact same spot. And sometimes this happens. Well, a lot of times either the buck is stuck in like behind a rock or some kind of like tree or a few trees, or this could also happen. And I've had it happen many times on 200 plus mule deer bucks, where it's just a really big buck and it just sits there and grunts. And it just does it because it's big, so it takes forever for it to come in. Alright, see, now he's starting to come forward a little bit. Starting to come a little bit closer. Still definitely grunting quite a bit. Alright, here comes the buck, guys. And unfortunately, it's not a very big one. Most likely it was stuck behind some trees. Either that or it just took a long time to come in because it was smaller. Maybe it was just programmed different. I don't know. But we'll let it come in and take them out. I will say this buck grunted probably 7 or 8 times since the first one. Normally a buck will grunt 2 or 3 times. This one grunted almost 3 times that many. And pretty much all these bucks are the same size, just a bunch of basket racks. And they're all coming in alone. Can't get one group. There's the 8th grunt. Just keeps grunting. Alright, let's see if we can make a good shot on him. Dropped him. Alright, so we believe we have 5 bucks dead and 1 doe. So I think we pretty much hunted this spot out, and I'm going to head to the other stand now. First we're going to hop down here and collect some of these deer. So I want to try and grab the biggest one of the group here. Oh wow, I actually grabbed the right one. So overall, it's a pretty nice pile of bucks we got here. Not too much to complain about from one tree stand. And the fact that they all came in separately is even cooler. Because if they all came in at the same time, then they would have spooked. And you know, I didn't know how to move these deer like this. Flinter actually taught me how to do this. So you can take the buck that you have selected and move it into the other animals, and they all move. As long as you pick it up and kind of push them, it moves them. Pretty neat, actually. So not bad. Nice little pile of bucks there. Got 5 bucks dead. Alright, now we're just going to collect the other ones here. So heart shot on him. Heart shot on him. Heart shot on him. Heart shot on her. And heart shot on him. So all 5 of those deer were heart shot. Spine and heart shot, actually. Alright, let's head to the other stand now. Alright guys, so we're halfway to the other tree stand now. And if you look at my hunter mate, you can see that each tree stand is pretty much right at the render of one another. So anything that I wasn't able to call in from that stand, I should be able to definitely call in from this stand. Alright guys, so this is what it's like in my second stand here. I can see this opening. A little road comes through here, and I can see all the way from one side to the other side. But we've been sitting here for about 40 game minutes now, and no sign of any grunts or any mule deer bucks at all. So this is a really good spot, but sometimes they're not here. So we're going to keep moving and head to the next stand. Well guys, we were just headed to the other stand, and a buck grunted right on my dot. So I think what we're going to do is try and call him back over this direction, and then hop back in that stand. Okay guys, we're back in the stand now, And the buck just grunted right on my dot. So we should be able to lure him over here and hopefully get a nice shot. Well, good news, guys. We just got another buck grunt. That means there's 2 bucks in this group. So there's at least 2 bucks. There's one right there. He doesn't look very big. Yeah, this one looks like about 100. Pretty small buck. But there should be another one somewhere. Should be like right here somewhere. But I just can't see him. The only thing I can think that he's not coming in is if like a wolf just chased him or something. Otherwise he should come in. Because he's been grunting. But he sure is taking his time. Well, guys, I just caught a glimpse of that buck. This is not even that buck. This is another buck, but it's a pretty decent one. Like a 140s, 150s. But over here, I just caught a glimpse of the... He looks at least 180 plus, for sure. He has that type of rack. But I didn't get a very good view of him. He kind of was like trotting in a circle right behind these trees here. But meanwhile, this buck's coming in right now too. So that's pretty cool. There he is right there. Look at him. He's a good buck. Real good buck. There he is. I wonder if he's 190s. Oh, he's a 180s for sure. Definitely a good buck. Alright, so this buck I'm actually going to take him with my recurve. And fortunately I have glitched arrows. So that's kind of cool. It's not the greatest angle there. Most likely I would get probably 1 lung. But that's pretty cool to see him go right underneath us. And also this other buck's not bad either. You can see all 3 bucks here. I'm going to take out this big one now. So I drilled him pretty good, but I must have missed the heart. And unfortunately he took off. But I can still see him over there running. So at least we got lung blood. I think what we're going to do is wait a little bit, probably like 10 game minutes, start calling, see if we can call that other 150, 160 buck in, and then go over and track the 180 buck that I just shot. Alright guys, so we got our other big buck, well, our decent buck coming in now. The 160s buck is coming in here, right behind this tree. So he just grunted, and then I looked up and I saw him standing there, and he's coming in now. Alright, so here comes our buck. Just stepping out into the opening over here. He's a pretty decent one. So I think I'm going to take him out with my recurve as well. But I'm going to wait till he gives me a perfect shot. That should work. Dropped him. Perfect. So I think we heart shot him actually. Now I can pick him up. No, just got spine and shoulder blade on that. Apparently it didn't have enough penetration to get through to get to the heart. Well, I believe we have another buck coming in right now. Yep, there's our small buck coming in over here. So I think what I'm going to do is take a quick picture with this one. because it is a decent buck, and I shot him with the glitch recurve arrow, so that's pretty cool. So I'll do that. And I think I'm going to shoot this one right in the chest here. Oh! So I think I hit him a little bit high. Did we get at least lung? Yeah, I got lung blood on him. But don't really want to go venturing through there for him. So I think we're just going to let him go. We'll take our losses. And we're going to get over here on this trail and go find our big buck. Also, the good thing about this buck is he's headed right to our next tree stand. So that should work out pretty nice. Alright, so we just found our buck. And he looks to be a pretty good one. So let's go take a look at him. Yeah, he seemed pretty even. A little bit short on that one back tine there, but other than that, he's pretty good. And he scores 181. Not a bad buck. So we got shoulder blade and right lung. Not a bad buck indeed. And you can see my glitched arrow in his back there. Really cool picture, actually. Alright. Now we're going to continue on and head to the next stand. Alright. Now we're reaching a stand that's kind of in the middle of all my other stands. And this is a really good cutoff spot. So if there's any bucks coming towards the other stands, this is a really good spot to cut them off. So you can't really see very good here, but you don't really need to, because when you're bow hunting in a tree stand, they can pretty much walk right underneath you. And I can see about 20-30 meters each direction here. So it's not bad. I'll show you where we're at on this stand here. The coordinates for this one are -4568x and y is 1608. So yeah, this is a really good spot because a lot of the deer tend to hang around this area here and kind of just keep roaming around. Well, unfortunately we didn't see anything in that last stand. So now we're gonna head to my next stand. This is the final stand of my route. Alright guys, so we just got in our final stand here. And we got a doe here. Bunch of does here actually. But pretty much my stand is right on the road, and this road goes right towards the river down here. So it's a really good crossing point. Yeah, these are all does here. Pile of does. Wow. Wow. There's about 8 or 9 does coming in right now at the same time. Oh. So I'm going to show you the coordinates of where we're at right now. And my tree stand here is at -4640x and y is 1136. I think I'm going to take out one of these does. That one looks like a pretty good shot. No, let's try a different one. There, dropped her. Well guys, we may not have any bucks coming in, but we have a pile of wolves coming in. Look at this pack of wolves coming. And this is a pretty big red one here. I think I want to take that one now. Yeah, I think that one. I don't know if I can even shoot it. Yeah, it's like behind the tree there. Well, there they go. I think that one stopped right there. Let's try and take a shot on him. Dropped it. Wow, not bad for not even ranging him. I just put it between 50 and 60 and he went down. So I think I want to pick him up real quick and then hop back in the stand. And I actually shot a big one. So right lung and liver at 63 meters. Didn't even range it at all. Alright guys, so we just collected that wolf and we just got a buck grunt. Now we're going to get back in the stand. Alright guys, here comes our buck. So he looks like about a 160s. Yeah, not a bad buck right there. We have an estimate of 150 to 180, but he definitely looks like a 160s, maybe 170s. And I think he's alone. There, he just grunted. Alright, so I think I'm going to take him with a camel pulsar. If he gives me a nice broadside shot. Or he'll walk right underneath me. And that'll work too. So, dropped him. Alright, now we're going to sit here and give a couple more grunts. And wait about 20 or 30 game minutes. And hopefully something comes in. Alright guys, we just got a grunt right next to us. Right behind this tree here. In fact, I can see some movement right now. See what it is. He looks pretty small. But you never know if there's another buck with him. You never know. Oh, we got wolves coming in. We definitely got wolves coming in. Oh, I can see him over there. Yeah, I think that big male's coming in. Right in the front. Depending on how big this buck is, I might take the wolf. Because if he's a tiny buck, I don't really care too much about him. And that's pretty much what he is too. Can't even see the horns on him. What a tiny buck. So here's a wolf over there. A doe right there. Bunch of does. Looks like all the does are coming back. But I'm hoping this big wolf comes back. Alright, here comes the wolf, here comes the wolf. And I think it's a big male as well. No, it's not. It's a medium-sized male. But is he chasing after that buck? No, he's not. Right underneath us. Alright, dropped him. Wow, luckily nothing spooked. That was pretty cool. So maybe we'll get another wolf to come in. Yep, look at this. Coming in over here on this back side. A wolf sneaking in. It's a medium-sized female. Not sure where that big red male went, actually. Ooh, this wolf's coming in fast. stopped right there. There she comes. Come on. Dropped her. Perfect shot. I think we have more coming in, guys. Or maybe not. Maybe that was just from the one that I shot. Alright guys, so it's been about 10 game minutes now since I shot that wolf. And we just got 2 more grunts. We got 1 buck grunt over in this direction here. Right over there, probably within 100 meters away. And we just got another one in this direction over here, right over by my tripod. I have a tripod set up right on the river. And a buck just grunted there. So, depending on which one comes in first. There, that one just grunted. Wait, that's another buck, guys. Another buck just grunted. Wow, so I think we got quite a few bucks coming in right now. So that means we have at least 3 bucks coming in. Now, I put some deer scent out right over by those 4 trees over there. And you can see that doe is going to it right now. So hopefully that attracts these other bucks as well. And hopefully something decent comes in. I should be seeing this buck here pretty soon. Yep, I can't even see him, but I can see a spotting score somewhere. This one's not that big, 120s. Yeah, there he is right there. Yeah, this one's a little 120 buck, decent young one. So I think we're just gonna wait off on him. Wait for some more. Oh, I can see one off in the distance over there. Oh, that's a good buck there. Big buck coming in, guys. That is a good buck. And I think there's a group of them. Yep, there's a group of them. There's at least 4 or 5 bucks coming in right now. Well, 5 or 6 including this other one over here, but we got a whole group coming in. That's awesome. But that one there is definitely big. Don't quite have a score estimate on him yet, but there's another good one there. This one looks like a 160s type. So I want to put some cover scent on here just because there's a lot of animals around me and I don't really want them to spook. Including a couple dead wolves and a couple dead bucks here. Here they come. Alright, so we have a bunch of bucks here. Ooh, that one looks good. That buck looks really good. He's really symmetrical too. Yeah, so there's another decent one coming too. There's a, ooh, that's a 190s there. So we have a, that's a good buck there too. That's a 160s with a drop tine. Not sure what else is coming behind here, but oh, he's a really wide one with no tines. That's what he is. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna get my tracers out for this guy. I want to make sure all the bucks come in first before I decide which one I'm gonna take. Because there could be another big one in the back. But this front one's definitely a good one. And that second one's a pretty nice one too. So he's right on the scent right now. But they should come this way. Yeah, nice little group of bucks there. One big one and one decent one. Hopefully it comes this way a little bit. I might take that shot actually. This doesn't look like he's gonna move anywhere. I think I hit him good, but must have missed the heart. Hope I got lung at least. Yeah, it looks like lung blood. Let's hop down here and check quick. I thought he was only 20, but and plus I'm pretty high up in the tree, so I should have been good on him. Yeah, we got lungs. That's awesome. Alright guys, well I think we're gonna collect these animals here and then go track this big buck, and that should be pretty cool. Alright, so let's try and grab this wolf here. Oh, apparently I grabbed the buck. Still cool. So he was a 165 buck. Not a bad buck. Alright, that looks pretty cool. Now let's grab these two wolves. Heart shot on her. And a heart shot on him. So my buck should be bedded down by now. He should be safe to track him. So I think the shot was actually a really good shot. It just, I couldn't tell where I hit because of the angle of it. But I'm sure you'll be able to tell when I watch it in slow motion. Alright guys, well there's our buck. We found him. Yeah, he is a good buck, that's for sure. Alright, let's see what this thing scores. Yeah, he's pretty symmetrical. And he scores 193.1. That is definitely a good buck. And I think that's going to be the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you found some new good mule deer tactics. And yeah, go try it out. Go put up a tree stand there. You don't even need 3 of them. All you really need is 1 of them. And just kind of keep circling around that area. And eventually you'll get the big bucks like this. And also I've killed 2 non-typicals in the same area. So don't be afraid to hunt it pretty hard. So I just realized that I haven't showed you the 2 bucks in the beginning yet. Now I'm going to show you what happened. This was the next hunt. Wow. What a giant buck. I think I'm going to take this shot. Just hard shot him. Oh my god. What a giant buck. Let's go take a look at this thing. What an absolute giant. Wow. Let's see what it scores. 230.3. That's my biggest typical on this map. Oh my gosh. I knew he was close to 230s. I was thinking like high 220s. What a giant buck. That is an absolute giant of a buck. I wish there was a little bit more light out so you could see it, but you can see how symmetrical he is there. About the best picture I'm going to get right there. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.